Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Welcome, welcome. We weren't here last week because guess where we were? We were in Chicago. But, you know, what can you say, man? Had fun, enjoyed it, and glad to be back here. Let's bring in all of my cool co-hosts and friends and acquaintances and brothers by different mothers. What's going on, gentlemen?
We're good guys.
Welcome to the show.
What the heck did you just do?
Yes.
What did
We're
I
stacked
do?
in here.
We are.
You don't like stacked? Okay, you like
There
that
you go.
better.
Oh,
You
there
like
you
to-
go.
you don't
Yeah,
like
right.
to. You don't like to fill the screen. You like
No.
to be spread out.
More like
Okay,
love.
fair enough.
That
Fair
was,
enough.
that was a guy
Let
who
me-
was in my bubble.
Let me
Yes.
turn that off because I don't want that to be a problem. So let's move on, gentlemen. Great to see you. Actually, I saw you last week, and we had a blast. But
It's like
we're gonna get to
I think
that
we
in a
were
minute.
on more last week than we ever were, so I don't know what you said we weren't there.
What are we going to talk about anyway? You know, we talked about everything last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were in Chicago last week? Wow, weird.
I know.
Yeah, completely
Weird.
weird. Yeah. All right, let's go around the horn. Jay, what is going on, buddy?
Oh, you know, I'm just recuperating from all the Chicago fun we had, and
The pizza, the pancakes, the chicken.
That was
the
pizza. You guys did the pancakes, Finner and Joel. I guess they killed pancakes, and then Matt, that was your thing, right?
yeah, I had pancakes 4 times.
I had chicken sandwiches and
They were good.
oh man, their food was good in Chicago. I don't think we ate well.
We ate very
really
well in Chicago. Absolutely.
We sure
Yeah.
All
did.
right. Well, glad you're
Yeah.
here, and it was awesome hanging out with you last week.
Yes, Todd, it
So,
was amazing.
that
Actually,
was
get
great.
to meet you.
Yeah. You're shorter than I thought, but
Oh, so are you.
yeah. Alrighty.
I'm
Stock
shorter.
jock.
I was taller than most of you.
Ah.
Except for Matt. Matt's like, hi.
I'm not that tall.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
The other
you
time
are,
Babe
Matt.
actually mentioned that. She's like, man, Matt is so tall. And I'm like, yeah, I did.
Oh, me
Like, I've
too.
met
I
him
was
before. Like, he's pretty tall.
He's tall. And he's a sneakerhead. I learned that about Matt.
I
Matt
am a
knows his
sneakerhead.
sneakers.
We
I
learned
do
a
gotta
lot
be-
of secrets about each other. That's
It's true.
Yeah.
Everybody loved my
Who's
driving.
taller?
so-
Who's taller, Biggie D or Matt?
We're almost roughly the same. height.
I learned that one person can't keep up with their socks. That's one thing that I learned about somebody.
That was my sock. Was lost in the battlefield.
I was
Oh,
just glad that was the only thing that I found of Jay's. I told you guys that after we left, when everybody was leaving, I was like, I have a feeling I'm going to find something of Jay's when we're emptying in this house out.
Yeah.
We found a sock.
yeah, I'm just glad that was the only thing you found for sure. Stock Jock, good to see you, man. Good to have
Yeah,
you here.
yeah.
We had a blast in Cleveland with you. I'm
We
glad you were
certainly
able to
did.
come. So,
Yep,
what's been
yep,
going
yep,
on
yep.
your way? What's going on down there in good old Florida
No hurricanes. Yay.
for now?
No hurricanes. For
For
now.
now,
Yep.
for
it
now,
looks-
we got to say for now.
There's something that might be spinning up next week, but it looks like it's not coming this way. So we're all good here. Got back, and I basically got back to about 100 of my emails, or 100,000 emails. It was just
Oh,
crazy.
Lord.
Matt probably knows. It was just
Yep.
work's been crazy. I got back, and the very next day drove 7 hours to a job site and was there all day, and then drove back. So, oh, thanks,
Yep.
man. That's for you guys. Yep.
All righty. Matt, what is going on in good old Oklahoma?
Actually, it's gorgeous. Like the high today was in the 80s,
Mhm.
and so just like Daryl came home to like Monday was just all filtering through emails, and so yeah. But besides that, I have no cuts this week, so therefore like I actually get to sleep. Yeah, had a great time with you guys last week, and now just hitting the ground running. Yeah.
All right, fantastic, man. And the chat is just rolling as we go down the list here. All right, Joel, my good friend, how was your your trip back, and how is the? I could see Flippy in the background. He's hanging out good. So
Yep, Flippy's hanging out and chilling with me tonight. JoJo's already in bed. So, yeah, here by myself. And Cal, he's still at my parents at Grandma Grandpa's. So, missing that boy. He's been almost over there for a month because we took him
Really?
over like 2 weeks ahead of
Yeah.
Chicago. And, so.
when are you gonna
He's
go
always-
pick
he's
out?
like my shadow following me around. So, it's been just weird being here this whole time without him. So,
Yeah.
other than that, I had a good time in Chicago for sure, hanging out with you guys. It was a little sad and depressing coming home, and
Mhm.
but been updating the game room. Looks probably a little bit different.
Yeah.
We
We
did a
can see
little-
some cool
little
stuff. So let me put you full screen because I'd like to point to our yeah. If you see that beautiful work of art right there.
That is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, and just
It's
being
so
next
cool.
to the behind the Dig Dug cab just man makes it even look even more beautiful. So
Yeah, we got the Turtles in Time project next to it. Moved the iArcade over here next to me, so it's actually right next to my computer, so I can plug it in. And if I ever relearn how to upload packs to it and stuff, I can throw some new games on it. So see how that
Yep.
goes. But yeah,
awesome.
been fun hanging out here in the game room and updating things and trying to get back into the swing of everything.
Yeah, you've kind of been in a little project mode as well. In our private chat, you have just been pumping out some little tiny projects you've been doing. So
I want him to start a big project.
big project. Yeah, no doubt.
I think he got addicted to Tempest, so I think
He did.
No, he
Yeah.
has been blowing up the scores in Tempest. So I'm glad that he's taking some time to play that. So
I'm
gonna be
slightly behind him. I can't quite get to his score. I've been trying all day today, and I can't get it. So
I just bumped it up this evening.
did
Yeah.
you? Oh no,
You're
yeah, I
still-
seen that.
You're
I
still
was
the
trying
grand
to-
champion. So that's
I'm number 2 on there.
all that
and,
matters at the end of the day, right?
Even though Stock Jock did beat me, we had to highlight that. So
Well,
Stock Jock's the destroyer of all hopes and dreams when
I
it
know.
comes to arcade scores.
I played those games a little longer than you guys.
I sat there for like 15
Just a
minutes
little
at
longer.
Galloping Ghost, and I was able to finally like hit number 5. I kept numbers. There was like a big jump between 6 and 5, and I
Yep.
wanted to get in the top 5. I was 6. I kept hitting 6, and I finally.
And that was such a
able to-
beautiful cab.
It was
I brought
gorgeous.
myself
The
in
one at
5.
Galloping Ghost was in really good shape. I was pretty impressed.
Wait. I think Joel's trying to say something about being number 5 for a little bit. I think he's trying to say. Go ahead and finish up,
number
Joel.
5.
Please finish.
It took me 15 minutes to get there. Stock Jock walks along. I'm like, Daryl, look, I made the leaderboard. I'm top 5. He's
I'll
like,
fix
"Oh,
that."
wow, right." He's like, first go. His first round bumps me back down to 6th.
Oh man.
yeah, he's like that.
He did that
It's a
to
gi-
Michael B. too.
It's
I
a
heard.
gift.
Oh yeah, I got that on video too. He was like, "I'm trying to beat Daryl." He was intense too. He was like into it. I was trying to talk to him, and he was just like,
Yeah.
"Beat Stock Jock." He never did it. I don't think. Did he?
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Ralphie is in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, Ralphie,
Coffee
you're
at
not
Joe's. Good to see you in the chat as well. Burger Time Babes here. MG Marine 50. Andy's Game Room. Our good friend Retro Lizards in the chat as well. Carl O. Matt's brother is in the chat as well, and of course the best moderator ever, Jason, is in the chat as well.
Master
So,
Splinter himself.
yeah,
And we
there
got
he
Saiyan
is.
Spirits
There he
too.
is.
Saiyan Spirits there too.
Oh, so I'm
What's
sorry.
Saiyan
I did not want to keep him out. Yep, glad you're here,
No,
saying
no.
Spirits
Burger
as
Burger
well.
Time, babe.
Burger Time,
Yeah.
babe. Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Galaga Guy 88. You're surely
Okay.
not last because we're waiting on our good friend Chaotic. Hopefully, he'll be on shortly. So, what's going on, man? How's it been since we parted ways?
Very sad. I was so sad whenever we left. Like, I know Burger Time Bay mentioned it. Even when we got home, I don't think our kids knew where we were going. They were going back home, and Jade, our older one, was like, "No!" And he started crying. He's like, "Friend's house, friend's house." He wanted you guys
Oh,
back
man.
around.
Oh,
I think he wanted JoJo and Wes around more than anything else. But been good though. Been a busy week. Sorry for stalling everybody. I got these mics in that I was excited about, so I started talking about that, and we started a little bit later because of that. So sorry, everybody. That was on me. But yeah, that's been good. Been playing some pinball, believe it or not, and just just getting back in the routine of things.
Yeah, just playing a little pinball. Just a
A
little.
little pinball,
Yeah,
just a little pinball here and there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
we
how
didn't,
are you
make
digging
it-
that table?
Oh, I'm really liking it. I got a.
well, let's tell
Um,
everybody what he got. If those who don't know,
So the people that are watching
Yes.
that may not know what you picked up.
So whenever we're at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, that's a year ago.
Not yet.
Whenever we were at Chicago, Ad Games had a booth there, and one of the ones they had left, the only one they had left at the end of the event was the Peanuts table, and it's the one that I looked at and I was like, this is really cool. So I went ahead and grabbed that. So I now have a Peanuts Ad Games 4KP in my home. So I've been playing on that since I got home, for sure.
show us the goods.
Let me turn it on real quick. I can show people here. Hold on.
Show us the goods. Oh, Retro Lizard's saying congratulations. So, and welcome to
Yeah,
the
it's
4K club. Yep. There's a
Sweet.
few of us that still need to enter that club. We're getting there. Okay.
They're part of the cult now.
Yeah. Part
So I
of the
guess
cult.
Yes.
PD7 became part of the club, and so did.
Not club, it's cult. Let's figure it.
There you go. There you go. So, Saying Spirits
Sometimes-
is asking. Go ahead.
Sometimes seeing someone else get it, it's like pushes other people to start getting them too. So I was like, yeah, PD7, catch up, PD7. We got this.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then Mike Worley got one too, right?
He, I think he's got one coming. Yeah.
Yep.
So
He said it was next month.
There you go. There you go. Saying Spirits is asking, so is it Cleveland or Portland next year or Florida next month at Stock Jock's house?
Come on, everybody, come on over,
So
man.
we decided Cleveland was going to be where we're going to go next year. It works out basically for our schedules, and we really want to go there and hang out there again. We had fun in Cleveland that first year. So
Yep.
don't know about Portland. Portland's kind of off the radar, I guess. And then I guess we will definitely be at Stock Jock's house next month. So
Yeah, come on down. Everybody, come
There
on
he
down.
is.
there is the
Hey!
man. Happy birthday,
Birthday
to
boy.
you.
Happy birthday.
man.
It's the birthday boy. Happy
Hey, guys.
birthday
Yeah.
to you.
Happy birthday.
The big
How are y'all
4-0. Welcome to the club for sure.
Welcome to
If we
club
sing
that,
that-
I'm leaving. See ya.
We might get a copyright strike if we keep singing that. So let's
Yeah.
stop.
So
Some old lady owns it, supposedly.
so what's going on in Chaotic's world this week, man?
It's chaotic.
Well, my wife surprised me with a computer and it's broken.
So
We'll
you want
have
to
to
go into a
troubleshoot
little
it.
more
Maybe
detail
someone
than
can-
that?
Well,
What's wrong with it?
it auto reboots and then it comes up with the BIOS is not configured correctly, and then it'll glitch out at the load up screen with like green dots all over the screen, and then it freezes and then it restarts itself. So
Well,
I'm
tell her not to buy them from out of the back of a car or something.
right.
All right, so I really need this $20 super chat.
I'll gladly take off the shirt. This is that shirt that they gave me. This is that shirt that
Yeah,
they
you
gave
showed
me
for?
at the event, and this thing's like a kid size triple X.
Yeah, I'm wearing
A kid size.
Yeah, dude,
It's a
I'm showing off,
medium.
I'm showing off more abs than I should, you know.
Hulk Hogan, man.
Yeah,
Break out your shirt.
I got my 28-inch pythons.
Dennis, hate to hear that, man. You got a Peanuts machine and it arrived damaged, so he sent it off for replacement.
Yeah.
Now he's got to wait again. I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Hopefully,
But yeah,
At
but
Games
also-
will take care of you.
Exactly.
Make it right. So,
but also not just technically at Games themselves, they had devices at Chicago that were damaged like in shipping. So like it's not like they were like just you or like they did it to themselves as well. It's kind of wonky.
yeah.
Yeah. Didn't one of them basically show up destroyed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one that was
Papa
just
Brad.
completely trashed. Papa Brad
There
in
she
the
is.
house. Good to see you, sir.
Oh,
Glad
there
you're
it is.
here.
There it is.
It's sexy, dude. You love it?
It
Full
just
screen
pops.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
I'm surprised that Jay didn't walk away with it. I'm more surprised that Gallagher guy walked away with it than
Look how close it
Jay.
is to my rafters. It's literally like
Wow.
an inch away from hitting my ceiling.
Can you
I
full
know,
screen
now
it?
you're like the gamey tech YouTube guy. His 4KP is like right touching his ceiling.
But in the new house, that's not going to be an issue.
All right,
No,
Jason
no,
has
this
raised
is
it
just
$10. It's got to happen. Chaotic. We need that. We need that.
That's above my
that
pipes.
money. Look at that.
Not, then you just cut a hole in the floor and it pokes up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why is there a Snoopy toy in the floor?
Oh,
Yeah, so the new house would be nice.
is that the front of? What's the front of that hat look like? Really?
Oh man, you already
Oh,
know,
jeez.
bro.
Why is this showing all? He's just
Man,
He's showing
Brian.
everybody.
Hey man, I
He's
can't
like,
deny
I've
a
heard
black
of-
hat, dude. I wear a black hat all day.
And by the way, where's our hat?
And he
Exactly.
Where's
he,
our
he,
hat,
They-
Corner Kid?
that
Come
was a
on.
he hand
limited
delivered that to
number.
Brian. He's like, "Yo,
Oh.
Brian, you're my favorite. Here you go."
Here you go.
Yeah,
That
I
was
know.
I
limited.
didn't,
my
That was
friend.
get a hat.
That was a
Brian's going to give me all the
limited number.
VPX stuff.
I gave him.
And
I
man-
gave him a box full of goodies, and I didn't even get a hat.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't.
And then he like negotiated with Chaotic to even give him that hat. So it's like, I mean,
I was like, you can give it to me if you want to, man. And he said, yeah,
they
buddy, you can
traded.
have it.
There
I
was
like,
like
I'll give you the
contracts
sticker.
and
The contracts.
there was like
Are you-
people signing. It was like nuts.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
I'll
much.
get-
employee of the
Okay,
Corner
all
Cave
right. Note the time. It is 12:22 on October 23rd. So he says he's going to get us one, right?
It's
Okay.
9:20.
Was
Mhm.
that,
I appreciate
nice.
this one, Cade.
was that
Well,
this is
trading
a nice
and
hat, though,
contracts
man.
and
It's a-
bargaining?
Arcade
One of
Jam,
the new eras,
Jam
man.
wishes you a happy birthday, Chaotic. So
Appreciate it.
A lot of
dude.
new
he
people
says
in
he's
here,
got more
man.
hats
What's up,
coming.
everybody?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of new people I seen.
Yeah, we're grateful.
Yep, for sure. All right, gentlemen. Well, since we're through the wonderful introduction of the night, let's talk about the XO itself. I want to hear from everybody in the group. What was your favorite thing? What inspired you from the expo? And any projects that came out of this? You know, I told you guys that I got really inspired while in Chicago. A lot of things caught my eye, things that I want to build, things I want to do, things I want to do in the arcade for sure. But I definitely want to hear from each and every one of you about what you loved, what you hated, what you enjoyed. So anybody want to step in and give me their thoughts? I'd love to hear them. And Ralphie really thinks you're 20.
I'm a fat 20.
That's
Yeah. He's lucky. He's lucky. He's entered the era of new types of doctor visits.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Retro Lizard.
84
1984 is the best year.
It was a
ever.
good year.
It was so good they wrote a book about it.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Right.
There you go. There
That,
you
that
go.
one wasn't so good.
No.
All right. Who wants to be the guinea pig? I mean, first one to talk.
I'll go.
All right,
Go ahead,
Matt. Hit
Go,
me.
Matt.
All right. So when we went to Galloping Ghost, right, the whole motion, it basically reignited the fire or the flame. I love Killer Instinct. Like it was that cabinet
Yes.
was so dope. And so
You
Man.
you
I
were
love
just
that.
killing it. You were
I love
killing
that cab because that was the whole motion why one of the reasons I sold my KI. Like I went to local arcades, and then you come home and it would be like 8-bit Killer Instinct. But that cab is so dope. Now it's like I got to keep my eye open to hopefully find or stumble across a real KI.
it. Yeah.
So
You want a real one?
yep.
He wants
Or
a
like-
real one. He
or like
doesn't.
dabble
He
in-
doesn't
yeah.
want. He doesn't
No, I-
want two, Doesn't have any interest in Killer Instinct 2.
No,
So I mean,
we couldn't even get him to play it.
Nope,
no,
I didn't-
couldn't even touch it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just fell back in love with the game. Maybe I can dabble in like with MAME and doing the ALU, but I just want the crispiness of all the the characters in the game, so I can play them versus like a bunch of squares that are in theory Killer Instinct. So yes,
Yeah, Retro Lizard says,
wow,
make
you're
one.
really dogging that.
all right,
Okay.
all right,
funny.
sweet. That's my jam so far.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Isn't that one harder to emulate though? Isn't that the reason why?
Not anymore.
No, they fixed that.
They optimized it, didn't they? They found
They optimized MAME to the point where it can handle it now. And
Yeah, wasn't that the whole point of? That's why the arcade one was
we
like,
got so excited because they were able to run it even on a lower chipset.
yeah.
Right.
So
That's awesome.
Galaga guy, he discovered a new love.
He did.
yes,
Right.
Galaga
Yeah.
guy.
A galloping ghost.
What's your new love?
Oh, I my love-hate relationship with Galaga 3.
Galaga 3.
Galaga 3.
Why do you hate that? Why do you hate
Ever
that
heard
game,
Of
Galaga
Galaga
guy?
3.
Why do you hate that?
Okay, so I don't know. Do we have a video on this? I don't know if we put out a video on it, a short or
Yeah.
whatever. But I everyone was like, "Hey, you have to come see this machine, see this arcade," and so I'm like, "All right, what is it?" So it's Galaga 3, which I've never seen before, never even heard of, didn't know it existed, and so like, go ahead and play it. And I stink it up. Like I die within 30 seconds. I'm like, what is this game? It's nothing like Galaga. And then I think Star Trek's like, well, that was underwhelming. We always need to play, and he stunk.
There's all
And
these
then Jay
people
gets up
coming
there.
watching, and it's like, this guy's gonna
Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah.
No, he
Let him
didn't.
finish. Let him finish. Let him
Yeah.
finish.
Then Jay gets up there and he's like, here, let me give it a try. Beginner's luck, man. This guy.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
You couldn't beat
Anything with
that
pinball.
score.
he just gets like
Nobody
this
beat
score
that
that
score
just
when I was there. I walked away. I'm like, there you go.
yeah. I can turn it down a little bit. Let me know. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and so then I'm like, okay, I have to beat Jay's score. I'm Galaga guy.
Uh-huh.
Like I have to. Like that's who I am. And like I spent the next hour sitting there trying to play this
Never did
machine,
it.
and I could not beat that score
Never
at
did
Galloping Ghosts. At Galloping Ghosts.
it. At Galloping
But-
Ghost. Never did it.
Yes. But I came home and I saw that I had it on my 16 one.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, let me try it here. Like maybe because I'm not like in the tense situation of like everyone
People
watching me.
you and being like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to see you perform. Yeah.
And the second time, yeah, when people are watching me perform, I always
Can't
mess
perform
up.
under pressure. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. And but yeah, so the second time I attempted it on my Galaga machine, I beat his score, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to keep playing this. But yeah, that was I actually, if I could find a Galaga 3 cab, or I think it's called Galactus, like the Japanese version. I need to
Yes,
look
sir.
it up, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is, and yeah, I would love to have that cab because that's such a weird game that like
And guess
Yeah.
what year that came out?
1984.
1984. So there you go.
Yeah.
Or
Galaga
Yeah.
3, 1984. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Nice.
it was the bane of my existence while we were there.
no, you didn't play anything else. You got stuck in Galloping Ghost with all those games.
He doesn't even know there was
I'm like, you
900
still
and-
playing that game? I gotta beat
Yeah, I
your
was so mad.
score.
I'm like, oh, I'm so mad right now. I got fixated on it. I couldn't walk away.
There was 999 other games there that you missed out on just because of that, you know?
But it was worth
He
it.
is
It was
Galaga
worth
guy,
it.
so.
It's Galaga
Yes.
3. It was worth it to see Galaga guy try to conquer that game. It was worth every moment.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It was
Who-
awesome.
Who else wants to step up and tell me what they loved from the expo, what inspired them, projects that came out of it? I know you guys have got something going on, right?
Right.
Awkward
Right.
silence again. Yes.
I'll go ahead and go. I'll go ahead and go.
All right, Star Jock.
Well, the best part was every time somebody would get a high score, I'd just go over and whoop them. That was awesome. I loved it. It was good. No, I'm just kidding. No, we had a great time. Galloping Ghost, definitely the highlight of the whole thing. You just walk through there and just, I'm 20 some odd years older than some of you guys, and it just really, really brought me back to some of those really, really early games back in the late 70s and early 80s that I was playing.
Yes, sir.
Everything from, Tetris. I'm sorry, not Tetris. Robotron, of course.
Oh, okay.
Tempest. There was this one where I think I remember Smoke Break. Smoke Break, he would play games for us.
Yep.
Well, I kept telling him to play this one game every week, which was this gunfighter game where he had to shoot across and all that stuff. And I found it in there and I played it, and boy, I really stunk at it. But it reminded me of those times. And probably the highlight was walking in and Michael B just going crazy that he had the high score. And then after he tried it for probably an hour or two, and then I walked in and just smoked him.
Yeah.
That was the best. But one last thing, and that is that there was a pinball game. A lot of these guys know. I worked at Disney World for probably 13, 15 years. And down in the tunnel underneath Disney World, under the Magic Kingdom, there's break rooms. And so my buddy and I, whenever we got a break, we'd go down there, and they had pinball machines in there. And one of them was Firepower. And they had a couple Firepowers at the pinball festival, and that one just I want to get one now. I really want to get one. It just brought me back to playing down, in the tunnel down right there in the break room and dropping our quarters in. Matter of fact, I sent a picture to my friend I hadn't seen in probably 25 years, and I said, "Hey, look what I'm playing." And he goes, "Oh my gosh, we dropped so many quarters in that thing." So that was really cool, and inspired me to not to want to look out for that thing, but also because we played some of those games that I came back, and I know Joel picked one up, and I'm picking up a Tempest.
Yeah, you guys went Tempest crazy.
I went and found one for $150, and I'm getting
Nice.
Well, you remember Stock Jock, me and you played Firepower there, and you would not get off that machine until you got multi-ball.
I wanted multi-ball. It's a hard thing to get multi-ball on, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
It is.
Yep. And I stayed until I got it. I said, "Done, out of here."
I found you a Firepower in Alabama.
You did. I know you did.
It's like 2,700.
That's probably a pretty good price for that thing.
Yeah,
depending on how beat up it is, if it is or not. But
it says completely restored. Just a couple just a little bit of cabinet damage. That's it.
All right. Well, let's go, Brian. You and I go pick it up.
Field trip.
Now, I think one of us played Spy Hunter. I don't know who, but I'm pretty sure one of us played Spy Hunter while we were there.
I did. I played it, and I stunk so bad. I said, "No, I'm not playing this anymore."
So,
So
I mean, so being at an expo just made me want to be a real pinball collector. Because I could not keep my hands off of Black Knight 2000. I kept playing it, and it was for sale for $4,000. And I was like, I was asking my wife, I was like, "Heather, can we take out a loan today and just have this shipped to the house?" And she's like, "No." I was like, and then Retro Lizard was talking to me on Messenger yesterday. He's like, "Hey man, I found you a Black Knight 2000, man. It's like, it's like $4,000, $5,000. You want it?" And I was like, "Ah, man, I want it, dude." I was like, "I'm gonna have to sell 2 PS4s, a PSVR, and like 3 arcade cabinets in order to get it." And he goes, "Do it. You won't miss it. Nothing compares to real pinball." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
yeah.
It doesn't. He's right.
You're a beast at that game too. He's got the nudge down on that game. I watched Chaotic play. He's like, he can do it. So
I was just lightly tapping it to get it back to the flipper on the top deck and to send it to the ball lock.
Yep.
And I don't know, since this PC's broken, and I'm pretty sure Heather spent probably about $1,200 on it, I might just return it and be like, "Can we use the $1,200 as down payment? You said you want to make me happy. You were going to make this right?"
Oh man.
I was like, "This is just get a real pinball instead."
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
It just made me realize how much I love this new hobby.
Yeah.
Because I've always loved arcade machines. Galvin Ghost was great for me. but being at the expo and being able, because I've been, doing that VPX standalone, I've been trying out older tables, and then seeing those at the expo and actually putting my hands on the real ones, I'm like, yeah, dude, this is awesome. And I just really fell in love with that hobby, and it's an expensive hobby to fall in love into. But,
Yes, sir.
You picked the expensive one, yeah.
yeah, but it's something to work towards,
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we all got inspired to actually own a mechanical pinball. We were there. I kept, like really trying hard to win one, and even I came home and I told my wife, I'm like, I entered a couple of different raffles for pinball, and she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, where the heck are you gonna put it? And I says, that's not the point. The point is trying to win it. I don't care about
I
where
can buy
I'll put it.
I can buy another storage unit.
I can buy another storage unit. I'll make it happen. I just want to win a darn pinball. So,
I should have gave Stock Jock money and be like, here,
Yeah.
Exactly.
no, and that's the other story that I told my wife. I'm like, I made Stock Jock stand right next to me while I was entering the Venom, and kept rubbing the ticket on him to get some luck off of him to put in the bin, and it didn't happen. But,
That's good. That's because I was putting tickets in there. I was
canceling it out. Yeah.
it was canceling it out for sure. I
You
couldn't even
ruined
win
my
a little
chances,
flippy.
Todd. Way to go.
I mean, there was like 10,000 people in on these things.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yeah,
Right,
but
yeah.
still. I came home and put Stern's Iron Man Legacy on the Beast on my 4K.
Yeah, he did.
You did. You
jealous.
guys showed
I seen
pictures of
that.
it.
And he did
Yeah.
some other one too. He posted in Discord.
I think it was Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, yeah. It looks sweet.
Yep, I'm jealous. I want to be able to do that too, but I'm looking at this broken PC over here. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Afterwards, Brian, there's a couple of troubleshooting things we can do. Might be an issue. I can walk you through.
All right, Joel.
okay.
Tell me a little bit, man, about your experiences, what you loved and what you walked away with, man.
I loved hanging out in the house with all y'all. That was a ton of fun every night.
Yeah.
And I think my next favorite part was playing in the arcade with my family at the mall. The second night we were there?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Imperium.
Kind
Imperium,
of
yeah.
private dinner or whatever, and
Yeah,
they gave us a couple unlimited play cards where we were able to play for like 3 hours straight, and my back was just killing me, but it was a ton of fun just running around with Wes and JoJo, and we were jumping on the Mario Kart games and racing each other and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So that was a ton of fun, just hanging out and spending some time with them. I think it inspired me while I was down there. I dusted off the box for the little mini wooden pinball puzzle thing that I sent last year at Christmas time. So I think I'm going to clear the counter off in the dining room kitchen. Maybe we'll try to set up a camera or something and do a live stream here and there of me and JoJo building it. Not planning on following the instructions at all or building it anything like what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Ever since I picked it up, I had visions of making it my own little mini custom all-out pinball.
Yeah.
And I'm leaning towards a Hot Wheels themed pinball. So come across Hot Wheels a decade or two ago, made a minier scale. It wasn't the Micro Machines, which I think that was my Matchbox, but Hot Wheels did Atomics or something like that, I think. And so it was a scaled down. So I think might be able to use some of those cars and some of those ramps and things like that within it.
Yep.
Make some new art and 3D print maybe some pieces. So it'll probably be a long-term project, but mostly got the kit for the guts, the bells and computer and whistle and stuff like that. So
awesome. Well, I think we had fun at CERN too. Wasn't that a cool tour to walk around and check out? You and me and your family got to check it out, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that was way cool. It was impressive how big it was and everything. Kind of reminded me of like American Chopper or something in its heyday. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
their big like showroom, and they had, and it was
Yes, sir.
And I love the fact that they make them play pinball 15 minutes every day. Every shift you come in and you have to play 15 minutes of pinball.
What a tough.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And I told my wife,
Yeah.
I'm like, you ready to move to Chicago? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I could go work at Stern and play pinball for 15 minutes and then work. And she's like, yeah, okay, sure.
Of course, 15 minutes of pinball and an 8-9 hour shift of just sitting there screwing in like screws
Yeah.
for like 8 hours. I don't know. Maybe we might think that they have it made.
Well, MG
Maybe
thinks
they
I'm
don't.
ridiculous, so that's,
Well, that's normal.
I assure you, I did not get Jay sick. I assure
No,
you.
I feel like I
had-
got a sneeze, and when you feel like you got a sneeze, I didn't want to like freaking
No, you
sneeze.
got Michael B sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely got Michael B sick.
you did.
Well, yeah, what can I say? I wasn't trying to, honestly.
I was gonna say it was also cool that Mr. Stern came up and took a picture with us.
Yeah,
He did.
That was awesome.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
like
we got-
really cool. That he's like, "Who are you guys? Oh, we're all friends. Let me get a picture with you."
So
yeah.
producer
You wanted to get a
claims-
picture with us.
Producer's
Yeah.
taking credit for that, I guess. She,
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
she did.
She
She
met him the
did.
day before. We all kind of met him and we're talking to him at the tour. And then when he
Listen.
came walking in, she was like, "Oh, Gary."
Oh, first
Yeah,
name.
come in,
Ah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He came over and he was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? How do you all know each other?"
Yeah.
So, yeah, he
That was
hung out
awesome.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after he left, Flippy came wandering up right
Yep.
after.
Yeah, I mean, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're
I don't know what was
celebrities.
more exciting,
I've-
Gary Stern or Flippy.
They all
then
wanted to
Flip
take
showed up.
pictures with us too. Sir coughs a lot, still coughing. All right.
Sir
And then-
Kosalop is still coughing. Yes.
And then Flippette decided to show up too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked Flippette more than I did Flippy. I'm just saying.
I
Yeah,
didn't
she
see
smelled
that.
nice.
Great dude photo. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get into it because he was still sneaking into the expo.
No, oh, you don't want to reveal his secrets. You
Oh
don't
no,
wanna
no,
reveal
they
his
might come
secrets.
after him. They might come after him still.
They might try to.
They
charge
don't know who
him.
we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Some guy.
Some guy.
Some guy.
He's like, I'm gonna split my thing over.
Oh,
good. Yeah,
I
he said-
snuck
he
in.
said he
Okay,
did it.
he's admitting it.
There you go.
All right.
He's admitting it. I'm not going to hold it against him.
And he
You
lives
guys
in
with your
Arizona.
jacket's cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
the jacks were cool.
Yep. And then
So it's
Todd?
my turn or what?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Of course, I brought my son, Finner, the Finner 7, and that was a really good bonding. I think the coolest thing is being able to share that. It was around his 18th birthday, so it's kind of it was a great memory for him meeting you guys. I really do appreciate all you just kind of embracing him and inviting him. He thought it was really cool that we all just kind of got along. He's got like a lot of friends and too, and they're all got cliques and stuff like that. And he was like really impressed that we all just kind of like we just got along, and new people were coming in, and I think Big ED got to hang out with them, and he really thought that was really nice of you guys, and I appreciate that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It was really nice seeing that you guys were welcoming and having everybody's family there and at the house and all the kids and stuff. We're used to that at our house, so it was just really just an inviting environment. We had everybody coming over and saying hi to us. I just think it was just a really good vibe, and we were busy. I felt like we were really busy, but we're relaxed.
Look.
And there's Mini.
Hi.
There he
Mini
is.
JoJo.
Hi.
JoJo.
There's
Mini JoJo.
Hi, Wesley.
So to answer your question, Saiyan Spirits, yes,
is
Jason
cooler.
is much cooler than Jay.
He is.
Okay.
I agree. He is way cooler than me. I'm just an old dad, but hey, he's got to learn it from somewhere.
He's a good kid. He's a good
Yeah,
kid. And,
yes.
and let me say something.
Yeah.
His mom taught him right.
He
Yeah,
did.
Yep,
She
Yeah,
did.
no doubt. We
Yeah,
don't
he
know
was-
how you got involved, but he
Yes.
definitely was raised properly. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a
You don't know how I
civilized
got
young
involved? He knows.
and the
He
boy
definitely knows how I got involved.
the boy could put some pancakes. I'm telling you.
Oh
He-
my gosh.
He was a champ. He went through it. He didn't let up. He made it happen.
He made it
Yeah,
happen.
when he gets
And
determined to do, ask
I would say
Brian.
this too, and I know that Joel was there and Matt was there, but when he finished them, he did not look good.
He was,
He did not look
He
good.
almost tapped out. He almost
He
tapped
did.
out.
He didn't think we ate a very, very late dinner. He's like, he finally was getting hungry after like over halfway through the day. So he's like, so I know he was full because he's like, I don't want no food right now.
Yeah.
Then him and
But-
Brian had a moment at the Galloping Ghost with the arm wrestling.
Yeah,
that machine.
that was our bonding moment.
Yeah, Brian did it, and he told a story. He did the punching, where you punch the punching bag,
Yeah.
and so he went up to it and he punched it so hard that he hit it and punched the screen behind it, and almost.
Oh.
I think he broke his hand literally. He hit it so
Whoa.
hard, and he won. So he was
Wow.
recovering from that. Then when he seen the arm wrestling machine with Brian, and then then they went at it, and then we started watching him. He's starting to pull in the whole machine. We're all like, I'm like, oh my gosh. So watching those two go at it, that was really. I mean, for a dad, you know, that was a really good moment. And then,
Yes, sir.
of course, we're going through Galloping Ghost, and he finds the most random game in the world called what was it?
Reactor.
Reactor. And he finds this game and he's stuck on it, and he like literally does. That's all he does for the rest of the thing. Because I thought Tapper was going to be his machine, but he said too many people wanted to play Tapper, so he found this random game called Reactor with a trackball, and then that was his game. And the cool thing about that was that when we went to the Pinball Expo, they had very few arcade games, but they had a Reactor there, and he ended up putting this high score on all those. And so now we have it on the iArcade. Now we have competitions with this Reactor, and we looked it up. There's only 1,000 of those made.
Yeah.
So Chicago had 2 of those, and I think that was another thing, is finding these rare arcade games that you're not going to be able to play anywhere. That is, that was another thing we did.
Yes.
That was another
Red
thing.
Yellow,
we did.
Yellow Knight,
that's
whoever.
right.
Red Knight sucks.
No, our
Red
Knight
Knight
sucked.
sucks,
Come on,
okay?
guys. Our Knight
Red
really
Knight
did
sucks.
suck.
The Red
was
and Yellow
horrible.
Knight ruled.
He was.
And I kept-
Yeah, well,
All right,
that's
so-
not exactly true, Todd. Come on
No,
now.
we all lost. All right, P Dubs, if I'll gladly give you a hoodie that if you want Arcades Anonymous and P Dubs in the back, I'll make it happen.
Oh
buddy.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You will make it happen, okay?
he's part of the
P-Dubs,
club now.
You don't
Yeah,
need
he's off.
to. So I'm going to hate them out of jealousy. Okay, all right. Jackets are lame. Okay, all right.
I had a hoodie. I had a hoodie.
Yeah, I had the hoodie too. Todd's
I had
only one that
I had the
had jacket.
Letterman jacket, so
Well,
you know.
yeah, he started it though.
P-Dubs,
The
P-Dubs, by the way,
red,
if-
the Red Knight was already dead. They gave him
The Red
mercy,
Knight
let him
died.
stay.
Okay,
Yeah, he
Horse.
was
They
dead.
ran out
And then
bodies
they
for the
killed him.
Green Knight.
yeah. The
I
Green
wanted the
Knight
Green
came
Knight to
along
win.
and just yeah.
that was blood.
All right.
Yes.
And as
By the
far
way,
as being-
P-Dubs, I would say, by the way, P-Dubs, if you get one of those jackets, you have to walk out with these other guys that have the jacket to bad, and you have to do the whole dance with them when they come out there. That's how they. That's,
I thought it was West Side Story.
yeah, West Side Story.
Nah, I think
Oh,
bad.
man.
Bad. You guys are come on. You guys are bad. Come on,
Once you're a jet,
bad.
Oh.
I remember watching that for the first time. I'm like, why the heck are they snapping so much? What the heck is this about?
Oh, that's funny.
So as far as being inspired,
Yes, sir.
so of course everybody. I was kind of prepared to bring home a pinball mentally, and then the whole at games thing. If we want to really get into it, I was kind of soured on day one, and so. And
that's completely understandable for sure.
I kind of lost the FOMO after that point, after seeing it, and so I had to come home with some kind of pinball thing. So So what we did was we compromised, and this was Spinner's idea. So we went to Five Below, and we got ourselves a physical pinball, and I was jealous of Galaga guy's topper and stuff. So I went and got a topper for it, so I can be
that's
cool
cool.
like him. So we're gonna put that together and do an unboxing of that and do that. So I have a Snoopy too, so I can be really cool. But no, I think I've been on a rampage of putting a VPX on everything I possibly can. I put it on phones. I put it on my ROG Ally. I realized I had like 3 monitors, and so I made up a setup. So I think I have a problem in it's pinball.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised you didn't walk away with that baby Pac-Man. I was like, I'm sure Jay's gonna get this baby.
Yeah,
Pac-Man.
yeah.
That was a good price.
Nice.
And you could have.
It was a good
We
price.
could have
That
negotiated.
was-
We could have talked it down for sure.
And you had
Yeah.
a van.
I did have
Yeah,
a van.
And you had
Yeah,
a,
man.
a van there. Come
I
on.
that was kind of a afterthought after thinking about it. And I think we talked about this last night when we were talking about if we want to go into it, that Wonderland and what their project as far as being
It was
inspired.
$2
Was those-
grand.
He wanted $2,000 for it, Joel.
$2,000.
And I think you could have probably talked him down. Really did.
It was
Yeah.
it was in pretty.
It was in
good
excellent
shape, too.
condition.
It was in
there's a
great
short.
shape.
Check our shorts on our Arcades Anonymous channel. I have a short of it if you want to see what it
Super Aim Dudes will not be outdone. We're getting fanny packs.
We could get fanny packs.
Yeah, totally could have talked him to 1,500. Yeah, I think he could have.
Yeah, but
it was in excellent condition. Excellent condition.
yeah, and actually, what we were talking about that was seeing how small the baby Pac-Man is, and
Yes, sir.
what was it? Avatar. When you drop down with the smaller ball, they have a whole like below play field that you can play pinball. So we're like, well, it is realistically that Wonderland company could make a smaller version of pinball that would work. So
Yeah.
it's been done, and there's some examples there. And there was an arcade next to the reactor over in that other room on the far left. There was a little stand-up pinball. It actually was a mirror, but it was a small play field that you could play pinball in it too. So I think there's potential there, and I think I was inspired by that project they're going to do. The modding community, I think, could take over if that modular system works. So I'm really excited about. I know people are poo-pooing on it and saying it can't be done, but I'm really kind of rooting for them that they can actually pull something off.
Yep, me too. Because if it goes well, I will have more than one, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and I'm thinking
Mini
you
Ricky,
could mod it, too.
welcome to the show, man. Good to see you
What up,
in
Mini
the
Ricky?
chat.
By the way, we should all like this guy right up here. That guy there, he saved At Game's butt.
He saved At
did.
Games.
He saved their butts.
He did.
That
did.
guy,
Yeah.
they owe him a lot.
I sold 2 machines.
He got a
He
T-shirt.
did.
He sold.
They gave him a kid-sized T-shirt.
And
Yeah.
we can't say any more than that. He's under NDA, right?
Yeah, he's under
That's
NDA
good,
now
Mike.
because
Oh, is that?
yeah. Well,
We can't
he should
go
be.
much farther than that, right? Or,
He
or
should
are we cleaning the air here or not?
He's
I'm
Deer in the headlight look as he's like
I think
thinking
he's-
about it. For a
he's
second.
talking
to
He's
somebody
talking-
else.
he's muted
He's
us,
talking
so
about
it
his
doesn't
camera.
expose. Okay, yeah, all right.
He's got secret sauce going on.
Yep,
Secret
that's what it
sauce
is.
going on. Yep. All right.
Brian,
He
don't
graduated
wear
that T-shirt. An
that
absolute gentleman and rock star. There he is. Yep. I agree.
he is. That he
That
is.
he is. Here's the thing about that, okay? And I said this in Chicago, and I'll say it again. This man should have been the one. Sorry, over Jay. Over Jay. That man right there should have been running that booth for At Games.
He should have been.
Yes,
He should have
definitely.
been running that booth. We
What a
would have
PD7.
walked in at 10 o'clock on the first day, and it would have been right. Okay?
Yep.
We know it would have been right. And
It would have
it's a shame. It's a shame they couldn't get it right. And
Yep.
it was like they never even
And honest-
took. So
Thank you, buddy.
P7 in the house, man. Good to see you here as well.
And my friend Phil.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that they didn't get their act together. Like I said, that was the reason why I was kind of like.
And I agree
wasn't-
I agree with James. He bailed Tampa Tech out, and Tampa Tech's a really nice guy. Love
Yeah,
the guy.
Paul's nice.
Had no issue
Yeah.
with him. He was doing his best, but it's not fair that they went to the show and were not ready to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First,
seemed like
first
they were set up
impressions
to fail.
mean a lot, and they didn't have a very good first impression. Made a lot of people fall flat. Like, if I didn't, eventually, thanks to Brian, they got the Star Trek up and running with the sound kit and everything, and I finally got to play one that had everything working, and I was like, okay, this is great. But before that, I was like, what's the point?
What is Brian
Like-
love this thing, man? This thing sucks.
Yeah. I'm like, this
I
is
know.
no better than the HD. Besides, like, it looks a little bit better, and the back's cool, and the topper's cool. But I'm like, I don't really get with the big pizzazz with this. But as soon as that Star
the
Trek got
subkit.
working, I was like, I was like, this is our Star Trek, yeah. And I was like, this is what he's talking about. This is amazing. Like, I loved it.
And then they turn around and sell it and take that one off the floor, the one that worked the best.
That was another thing.
Yeah.
Why did they keep doing that? I'm like, stop letting people take these away from the
Yes,
floor.
I know exactly. Especially
Why,
you
why
take
could
off
they have
Attack from Mars. That one's gone off the floor like
Immediately.
Day one.
immediately, and it's the
Day one.
most gorgeous machine they have. And it just
Yeah.
Tell them the story, Brian. Tell them the story.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
need to make sure
Well,
that
that's-
everybody knows.
So I get there day one and walk up to that games booth, and they are updating all their machines. In order for these machines to work, you have to do the day one update. And then you have to do what's called the component update. Well, they can do the day one update with USB drives, but you cannot do the component update. You have to have Wi-Fi. Well, the Wi-Fi sucked in there when you got 10,000 people on it. So it was just not updating. It was like going at 0.01 megabits per second. It was going to take like 24 hours for it to upload. So I went up to Tampa Tech and I said, why don't I just hook up my hotspot? And he's like,
Hey, P-dubs.
Yeah, he does.
so he said, are you willing to do that? He goes, I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to do that. I got 40 gigs. He goes, sure. So I hook up my hotspot to each one machine, and I do this day one update plus the component updates to get them all the way updated, all 5 machines. And then after that, once they started like working correctly, people were actually coming to the booth and playing the games and enjoying them.
It was
And then
a
I'll go
snooze
to-
fest before. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
because you couldn't when you walk up to the machine and it has an update screen, you can't do anything. It's stuck. So people just hit buttons and be like, well, all right, well, I'll just come back later.
They were
And-
playing the micro. They were playing the little micro.
Yeah, they were playing a
That was
little
it.
micro
Yeah.
more than anything.
Mhm.
But the
Yeah.
one machine that they kept restarting to let people play, it was flipper lag on all games,
It was
including
great.
Mouse
Yeah,
Pixel, because it was the 4K screen, but it was the old software. So it's like the HD version of the software. So the games did not look good, did not sound good. So once I was able to get them all updated, then you had droves of people just coming over there and playing and asking questions, doing interviews, and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yep.
yeah. So
Yeah, and then too, not to name any employees, but the employee had a hotspot too, but he didn't want to waste his data to update the tables.
Well, he didn't even
So
have much
dedicate-
data. He said
Yeah,
Yeah.
he only
He had
had
2
like
gigs.
He
2
shouldn't
he
have.
had 2
He-
gigs.
And
It would have been
I
gone.
needed
like
I needed 12 gigs in order to update all the machines.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I had
so-
40. I had 40 gigs.
And he
there
had
was no
like
problem.
2.
Yeah, he had
And
2.
our good friend Kevin is in the chat. Good to see
What's
you,
up, Kevin,
brother.
man?
It was
Hey,
so awesome.
he
to
was
hang
awesome.
out with you at Medieval Times, man.
Yeah, he sat with me and my son. He was great. We had a
He was
great
cool,
time. with
Awesome
him.
dude. Awesome
Kevin's cool
dude.
dude.
Glad you're here, man.
I wish I got to spend more time with him.
And what
Yeah.
up to James Hates Everything, man? He hung out with us almost the whole
Yeah,
time.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't forget James as well.
Oh yeah, he's an honorary member of.
he
Arcade
definitely
Anonymous.
is.
Yeah.
He definitely
Yeah,
is.
he was.
But
he was, and Biggie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
but you know, we kept
here real
saying
fast,
this.
Did
Go
Biggie
ahead.
join the Discord yet? Right? He's like, maybe I'll join your Discord. It's like, bro, you haven't done that yet.
He
Yeah,
hit,
you
he's not. He
haven't
doesn't have
done
Discord at all. he said we were riding in the car, and he's like, I really got to get into Discord. I really got to. He doesn't even know how to
Easiest way
use
to
it.
chat with everybody, man.
He knows who the cool guys are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they had the cool jackets, you know.
Yeah, we had the cool
Jackets
jackets.
attract
You
you.
could see us. Yeah.
So that's one thing. Next thing we go to, we're gonna have to have cards like to give out. Or I know you guys did the little
Yeah,
coins
the
too.
wristbands.
Poker chips.
Because what did you guys had a coin and the wristband, and we got somebody joining our YouTube channel and everything just because you had those when you guys went on that tour. So that's one thing we all need to have those just to kind of like just put them out and get people involved because
We didn't
Tell
have
me the
them.
size, P Dubs. Tell me the size, and I will get you a jacket. I promise. Nerd Lounge honor. Okay.
Yeah.
you really want some jacket.
On another
We
note,
didn't have them on the
Tato's
tour and hand them out. like,
Yeah,
to a
I was
guy
actually
talking.
going to talk
He
to
saw us
Burger Time
and
Babe,
bought.
and I meant to do that. So
Yeah, I was gonna say on a
knocked on
side
the
note,
door.
Todd swore he'd have Burger Time Babe a t-shirt too. She's
no, I'm going to make that right. I'm going to make that right. I know. And,
No.
and Vader Dave, if you're out there, I owe you too, brother. I'm going to make it right. It's been a crazy year.
You might want to
gotta-
change the size for Burger Time, babe.
He still owes me about 5 or 6 checks for being on
Yeah,
the show.
yeah,
and
those
I mean,
checks.
it's not,
Burger Time
it's-
Babe, we're going to talk. I'm going to make it right. I got something for
It's
you.
a room full of lies, I tell you.
You're gonna have to get different stages for her.
No. My reputation is online, here, but I need to know what size P Dubs.
Well, we got to find a company
to
that's
tell me,
gonna
Pete.
make them.
No, I know. I already have it figured out. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to do that.
And P-Dubs, got to give it to you. You gave him a nice review.
Did he go up?
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
wanted
he
to
did
do
one.
it.
Oh, James hate is hating on him now because they didn't put his review up. He's mad about
Burger
it.
Time Babe will replace nostalgia on Super Gamer Dude.
There you go.
That's a
Absolutely.
great replacement. Great
Absolutely.
replacement.
What?
Dude, now it's gonna be dudes and dudettes.
Dudes and dudettes.
I
Apparently,
don't know if she
MG's
could
still
take-
waiting for his AA thong. I didn't. I
You're gonna
forgot
keep waiting
that.
for
I
that.
promised that too. Yeah.
He
It
needs a
is.
banana hammock.
That's a good idea. I need to go to my Teespring store.
He wants a banana hammock.
Oh boy.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, this baby T-shirt right here. Good God,
You're gonna break out of it, aren't you? You're just gonna.
dude! I'm gonna.
Can you
Hey,
breathe?
Fox is here.
Can you
Hey,
breathe?
Fox! You're here too, man.
know
It's
you
good to
too,
see
bro.
you.
Hey, I know
Yeah.
that guy.
I know that guy too. I shook his
Yeah.
hand like 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was awesome meeting everybody in that impromptu meeting in Galloping Ghost when everybody just kind of like showed up at the same time. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Todd finally showed up. We did miss Joel though. Joel, we really did miss you that first night.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I was
I
like,
forget who
where's
we had
Joel?
on the X-Men machine. That was cool though. Whenever there was a bunch of us
There's 6 of them.
playing
Yeah.
that at the same time.
Yeah,
That
if you
was
watched
pretty
the Daryl Tempest, you're on there saying that. Like, where's Joel? We could be playing this right now.
Yeah, we could be playing.
sweet.
it
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. It's like,
He
oh,
was-
I'll be on here.
Joel was stuck in traffic.
Yep.
Yes.
No, I think
I
it's
think I was at Logan's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was at Logan's. He was out drinking with the guys at Logan's bar.
oh, you were on that tour, weren't you?
American
Your wife was
Pinball.
super nice and gave you a tour, like all
Got
the
me
tours.
The complete ultimate full package with all the tours and add-ons and everything. So, yeah, I got what was the first? It was American Pinball,
Yes, sir.
I think, was the first day, and then after American Pinball, they took us over to Logan's Arcade where we had pizza and they gave us a roll of quarters and got to play there and they brought us back. And there was Jersey Jacks the next day, and then the convention, and then the third day was Stern.
Now, did this influence you to create your own pinball factory, Joel?
I hope so.
For sure. No.
I mean, we did learn a lot from you with the mama and the papa pinball machine.
Yeah,
They
it
love
was.
each
Machines
other
are
very
very-
much.
That was a little graphic for me. I mean,
Yeah.
The problem is the investment in getting the stud pinball. Like you got to get one with really good bloodlines and stuff. But the stud fees alone that you
gotta
can
be
make bank
AKC
on that.
certified
You
and
don't need your own
everything.
company.
Exactly.
Oh,
I hear.
man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Mm.
So,
Pinball
if you
store.
want to know where Fox is tonight, Fox is in South Carolina, it looks like. So, go check your map. You can see exactly where Fox is this evening.
Track Mr. Fox.
If you need the keys to my beach house, let me know. I'll get you in. So,
Is that the one the hurricane took away?
no. Fox
It's his
was
storage
evil.
locker.
He put locked.
He is a Loctite maniac.
He is.
The only place he didn't put Loctite was your door, your bedroom door, because we got lots of photos of you sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a highlight of P-Dub sleeping in weird places.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, they got me too, P-Dubs.
Yep.
But yeah, he covered it during his stream on Monday. Like, and he took it like a champ. Like
He did.
he could have got mad, but he covered it the same. He thought it was, he could say, well, people were picking on me, but he just rolled with the punches. So
Oh,
yeah,
that was-
Very,
that
very
was
creative
fun.
people in our community.
Yeah.
And I liked when we did the group picture. He actually
he
played it
laid
out.
down. Yeah,
And I'm like, and people still they're on Facebook don't know if that's photoshopped or not.
no, he was laying down.
He was there. He's like, everybody's gonna think it's photoshopped.
Oh,
Todd's
Michael
gone.
B's hand was on.
Oh, poof. Todd's gone.
Wow.
Fox is evil.
Jay, you're now running the show. How do you feel?
Yeah.
He always
We
does
lost
this to me.
We lost one. We lost Todd.
Yeah, we lost time.
I did take a video though too of us just sitting around talking. I think almost everybody was there, and it was just nice just to see everyone conversating at the house and just having. I don't know. It was just nice. I hated whenever I left because I was like, man, there's people around me that understand what I like, and it was just nice. You
It
get to
felt
see
like a
everybody
campfire
together.
moment, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Sit
it was
around telling
great.
Injun Joe stories and
Yeah.
And then of course the Carpetcade that Joel reviewed.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was a highlight.
Ooh, man, that was a tearjerker for me.
It was epic.
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was just seeing the look on Todd's face, man. That hit me hard.
Yeah.
Todd just said he lost
vacuum
internet.
cleaner.
So
Oh, the vacuum cleaner was the
Fox is
Oh,
in.
yeah.
vacuum cleaner.
Fox cut his internet.
That's what he did.
He's stealing his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Loctited his wires together.
Hoots asked a good question. That is, did anybody buy anything cool from the expo? Well, Gallagher guy probably bought the coolest, but Joel bought some
he
really.
bought the most expensive thing for sure. But this guy,
that guy Joel was like
Got
just
that
crazy
pain?
going by.
I
and
did
all
a
that crazy
short.
stuff.
I did a short on it of my channel of what he bought.
It was. There it is.
Yeah,
It's good.
there it is, right there.
That thing is really cool.
Dig Dug
That poster.
custom backlit sign, and then by the same artist, I'll post a picture of it in the Discord. The frame just came this afternoon. I just got it hung up. Got a cool the machine Bride of Pinbot foil print, limited edition. Only 100 of them printed. I got number 84 because number 84 is the best.
I prefer 76, but
75.
It's debatable.
60.
I also bought 2 of his posters too. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
flylanddesigns.com, Brian
Mhm.
Allen's artwork. He redid like all the Chicago pinball remakes from Bally Williams that they've done. He's done all the artwork for. So Cactus Canyon, Monster Bash, Attack from Mars, and Pride of Pinball. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Those 4. He did the artwork for those 4. So Chicago Pinball is going to keep using him to make more as they do more remakes of Bally Williams tables, which I'm glad they do. I would love to see them do a Firepower remake. Just saying.
I've been trying to talk him into doing a Tempest. I want to see what his rendition of a Tempest would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Dig Dug, I've never seen anybody do any rendition of Dig Dug other than
Exactly.
just the regular.
The brain
Dig Dug.
splatting
And
out. That was
if I'm right, there wasn't very many that he had on there for arcades, and
No.
Dig Dug being the one he chose is something. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pick that one up, Joel. I looked on there today. I can't find the lighted box for it though. He doesn't have it listed on his site, so I got the email.
Pancakes.
I think you can get like a bundle deal.
Yeah.
Is that
Who's Lord Pancake?
Yeah.
No, they're
We
not.
had a couple.
That is
Lord
me.
Wowmaster.
I was like,
Yes.
who's Lord Pancakes?
Lord Pancake, I have arrived. I have no camera for some dang reason, but I'm back.
Hey, you sound good.
Awkward silence again.
Oh, well.
Here's what I
You're-
bought. I bought this.
Did you buy that from the Pixel Bass?
Yeah, Pixel Bash.
Yeah.
So
How much was that?
these are $30, but I got 4 of them. I got
Fine.
it's Galaga, Dig Dug, and 2 Pac-Mans. Of course, I was gonna give one to Galaga guy, but my wife said no. She said keep it. So you know how that goes. You know how that goes, Todd.
Yeah.
You always blaming your
But I
wife
did get
for keeping things.
the reason why I got it too. I got a free gift. This is only in Japan, but you can build your own Pac-Man, and I was really happy about it for some reason. I was like, that is so cool. So that was about the much I spent. And I should have bought the baby Pac-Man, but
And Stupid Fat Hobbit, no, we didn't see. John D didn't have a booth or anything. But I don't think he
No.
was there at all.
who?
No.
John D.
No. Oh,
Arcade
you
One
wanna
Up was
talk about
there.
Arcade One Up being there?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
all we need to do is we need to invite Michael B to come on and talk about that because boy, he just roasted him the other night.
He made some good
Wow.
points too. I
He
didn't
did.
really think of it. I was like, he's right. We were all there. We all talk about their product, and they didn't reach out to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, they had like 15 creators that could have been talking about them, and they're
Yep.
and then what were they doing a talk about how they use the community
Influencers?
to
Yeah,
sell their
community.
product or something while we're all there and they didn't talk to none of us.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
I think we didn't even know what was it. James Hates Everything was the one that figured out that they were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
was
Well,
about like how they
that's James.
use YouTubers. Like, oh yeah, we use YouTubers to get it more popular, but we're not gonna talk
Yeah.
to any of those YouTubers. We're
No.
gonna,
We abandoned them.
yeah, they have. They pretty much abandoned all of them.
Yeah, 'cause-
Say what you want about what ad games, like stumbling and stuff, but at least they're
They were
talking
there.
to the creators, and at least they're trying to make things right, and at least they're working towards being better. So I'll give them credit there that at least they're communicating to their base, and they know who their customers are.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
26 new tables coming to the HD, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's great news.
That's good to hear, because that's been an outcry of a lot of their customer bases that they ain't getting any tables, so they're listening. So that makes me
26 new tables.
26.
26 new tables.
Yeah. So you got the rare ones.
Well,
I
why
guess.
did I buy a 4K for? I'm taking this thing back.
You're getting those 26 plus 52 on the 4K.
Okay.
But you get the
Okay.
Zens too.
I'm sure people will find something to complain about with the
Yeah.
table that they release, just like the iArcade.
Right.
Mhm.
One of those might be
Oh, they're mobile
Yeah.
tables.
Ah,
No, I say on the 4K, the coolest tables I seen was that Monster Bash. That looked the best to me, and that the actual Star Trek game looked pretty good too. But that Monster Bash, even seeing the real Monster Bash, I actually liked the colors on the virtual one better, and that was
Mhm.
one of the few.
Yeah, it looked nice.
Chucky's nice.
Yeah.
Chucky's nice.
Yeah, I'm not into horror games, so
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was most impressed.
P
by
Dubs, I don't think
Snoopy.
he was like. I don't think Mike was mad or
No,
anything.
no.
He was just expressing his frustration with the situation.
Exactly right.
I won't say he was
Yeah.
mad. He was just
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically
Yeah.
was calling them idiots. Like, what are you doing? I mean,
yep.
what were you gonna say, Matt?
No, like the table I was most impressed with was actually Snoopy. It just popped. Like, and we were discussing this over lunch. Like, they should have had more cartoons tables, like My Little Pony.
Yeah,
Like, what is it?
Trolls.
Trolls, and then the other
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, like Toothless. Yeah, exactly. Like they should, because they just pop. They're more. It's like family appropriate based on they would sell probably more if they had more of those tables to scroll through.
So Gallagher guy, you showed a short of Burger Time Babe playing Snoopy. What did she think?
It was she likes it a lot. It was kind of cool because I was like, all right, go over here and play the HD,
Yes, sir.
and then now come over here and play the 4K, so she can kind of definitely knew the difference. And she was like, wow, this is so much. She liked it just a lot more, just because hearing the ball coming down and feeling the table itself. She liked it a lot. So she's all in for it. She wanted me to rent a car and buy another machine too, and I'm like, no, this is enough.
Yeah.
She's all supportive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Super
she
supportive.
is. Burger Time Babe is the most supportive spouse I've ever seen.
Yeah, she
was like,
beats my spouse.
we can jam the kids in a smaller car so you can bring this huge arcade machine over.
Yeah.
We got a plan. We can do this.
Yeah. What the topper was like between the seat when you guys were driving home.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
She's like stuffed in the back.
If my wife was anything like Burger Time Babe, that Black Knight 2000 would have been mine.
That's right.
Yeah, it's because I saw a Class 81 that I kind of wanted,
Yes, sir.
and she was like,
Yeah,
"We could just
that
get
was nice.
another car. We can rent it, and then I just drive the kids back in this car. And you take the van and put these in the van." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not doing that."
And she was
Man.
she was serious.
But she was for
I
it.
know she was.
She's like, okay, let me know if you're gonna buy something.
Well, you remember we went back to that Class 81, and you're like, "Yeah, man, this thing's a little bit more damaged than I thought it was."
Yeah.
And Sheldon, they I found one for 2,000 in my area, that exact one you were looking at. So if you look in the used market, you might be able to find one that model cheaper.
Or just go to Captain's Auctions and check Captain's Auction.
Captain's Auction, that was crazy seeing how cheap those games were going. And that's what's really kind of hard to swallow on these higher prices that even like Arcade 1-Up and even At Games are trying to push now. This seeing how much the real ones are going for that are becoming more affordable than this hobby.
Yep.
What we thought we should be spending.
Yeah, Daryl and I, we were watching the auction for a bit, and there was a San Francisco Rush that was working in flawless, and it went for $250.
$250. Jay,
You guys keep on.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
you could have left Finner and thrown that thing in there. I mean, come on. I mean,
No, he would have helped me. He's got to lift it.
you could have put the seat on the top of your van, and he could have sat in that the way home, and the rest of it go in the back of the van. I mean,
Beverly Hillbillies.
yeah, you
Yeah,
could put
exactly.
Hillbillies
Hang on,
or-
we're going down the highway.
or vacation or something, I mean,
Yeah,
There's two Rush 20. What's the 2024 or
2049, right?
2049 right now for 1,500. Two of them that
Yes,
are
sir.
in my area. Just to give you an idea, and that's two of them that you can link that have the LCD monitors too.
Yep. Like if we were closer, like if this was in like Dallas, I would have debated like getting a U-Haul to drive it, but it was just too far. Because that's $250 for a working driving arcade.
I know, man. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy? That's competing with Arcade 1-Up, and we're And then you think, looking at Todd, he's willing to buy a freaking countercade for $500. I'm like, really? Really? You're gonna buy that?
Technically, that's a Partycade XL. I'm just
An
telling
XL,
you right
okay.
now. Partycade.
$500? No.
Did you see
know-
the how the screen was? I'm like, how would you even play that? You would have been like
I think it's a kiosk. So I think we figured out it was a kiosk.
Yeah.
But still, he was willing to buy it. The fact that he was like,
I was
"Oh, I'm
willing
buying
to
this,"
pay full money for that,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
why? You
Because-
can
You remember though with the at the auction, James was like, "Man, I thought it started at 4, and it's actually 11 o'clock," and he was disappointed too. He was
Yeah.
like,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to get some stuff.
And people were buying stuff online too, so they were like competing
Yeah.
against people on the internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's Captain's Auction. You can
Yeah.
get on there online and just
Yeah, that's why I said go to their website
Pay the
when they're
shipping.
going live, and you can bid all you want to, man.
So as far as the newer pinball, what was your guys's what do you think stole the show?
I mean, everybody was hovering towards Metallica and X-Men.
that was at the end though. That I wouldn't say that was stole the show because that was like the last day,
it was the last day, yeah.
hour
Yeah.
or so. It wasn't
It's
like
nice.
I never got to play either one of them, unfortunately, because the lines were just way too long. But I don't know. I loved Venom. I mean, I know that's been out for a while, but I was still having fun playing that. Jaws was pretty fun. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know anything that really stole the show aside from, you want to talk about, what was it, Alice in Wonderland, that one from
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
What people were able to play of it.
That
Yeah.
was gorgeous, but my favorite, of course, was Avatar because I
So I was
kicked
gonna say
ass on that table. I was having so much fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say Avatar 2, and then the homebrew one, that Sonic homebrew
Oh,
one,
yeah,
that one
Sonic
was
Pinball
Sonic
amazing.
That was
Pinball.
cool. That was cool.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
that
Which
I wish that
found
was
out
a
is
real
on
pinball.
BPX.
It is.
Yeah, man, that's where
Dude.
he first created. He created a demo on BPX, and he's like, I want to see how people think about this because I want to create it into a real table. So basically, he
Yeah.
wrote the code for the BPX and used that code to build the actual real table.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it even has like on that one you play, different levels on Sonic, and then like after you do everything you need to do on the table, you hit up this ramp and it goes down, and there's a little sign that the ball spins, but it doesn't drop till you do everything. It's up in the air, and then as soon as you do everything, it'll drop. So you finish your round by going through that, and it spins the sign like it does at the end of the levels. It was just so
Yeah.
cool. It was such a cool table.
For sure.
Speaking, I was gonna say, speaking of the ones that Pete-Up's brought up there, Elton John. I know it's been out for a while, but that game is just beautiful.
It's gorgeous,
just,
man.
It's just gorgeous, and being able to have the music play, any of the songs, all of his songs, you can pick any of his songs, and it comes through so nice.
Show
And it's
special, $11,000.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Only.
Yeah, but it's still, to me, it's still spectacular table.
Stock Jock, I should have let you play it with headphones on.
I would have loved to play that with the headphones on.
Yeah, Brian was in there, like he knew how to play. He's grabbing his headphones, he's getting in the zone. He's like,
Oh man,
jamming out.
me and
Did you
Gallagher
do that
would
Avatar
have a
too?
blast with it.
Yeah, yeah, we did the Avatar too. Yeah,
Yeah, the Avatar was very immersive once you wore headphones and you could hear the call outs and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and the
Yes, sir.
music. Oh, and when you hit multi-ball and it just ramps up the music and orchestra and all that, it's like, oh, dude. Wow.
And I will say this too. That's the one bad thing about those settings is it was really hard
Wow.
to hear the
Anything.
tables and to hear them and get the feel for them. And that's the only thing I don't like going to these things, and that especially if it's pinball, because you really want to get immersed into the sounds that the pinball machine's putting out as well. And it was just. And I'm an old guy. I've been listening to too much rock and roll, and I don't hear things as well. And it was real tough. It was tough.
Yeah,
so I would have liked that. I would have liked to put the headphones on just to hear the play in there.
Well, we'll just have to do
And
it
I
at
felt
7:05
like-
then.
yeah, and I felt like too, like especially on Saturday. Thursday wasn't so bad, but Saturday, like
Saturday
if you
was
weren't
bad.
really invested, you weren't really invested in playing the pinball table. There's several I sat in line for like 5 minutes, and I was like, like it could be the one that I love, but like there's so many lines for even like obscure ones that weren't very popular. You still had to wait so long. I'm like, man, I wish there
Alice
was
in
something-
Wonderland had a line
all the
whole
time.
time we were there. Long
Yeah.
lines for
I don't see the
three
point of-
pinball.
I don't
Free to play
understand
it
the
for 5
point of
minutes.
them being there because they only sold 800. You can't play it anymore, and it's like, are they going to make more? I don't understand why they were there to
Well,
just
let me
say,
just-
"Haha, you can't play these." And the logic to me of why they had a booth, because you would think you have a booth to show off something you have to sell, So
I
yeah.
think they just really wanted, because you're not going to be able to get to play it. So, and it's probably going to be another 6 months to a year before people actually start. The people that bought them be able to actually play it at home or whatever. It's going to be another 6 months to a year before it comes out to them. So, this was your opportunity to be able to play it, because you're not going to be able to play it anywhere else unless you know somebody that bought it.
But don't get me wrong, it was a very, very nice looking machine.
Yes. And it played great. It was just 5 minutes and you're done and back to the end of the line if you want to play it again.
And as
that was
as
probably
Pete-Up likes to
Metallica
say,
for you.
as Pete-Up says, it does have the we'll say this, the breast on the back box.
Movies on the back glass.
In back glass.
Yeah, I regret waiting in line for an hour to play Metallica, and for me to just basically play it for 2 minutes, and I had to walk off
Yeah.
because the game ran fast, but I'm just not good at it yet. I haven't learned the flippers and the angles of the table yet, and like literally like my game was over in 2 minutes, and I waited an hour to play it, and I was like,
That's crazy.
I wasted so much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we kept going running around, coming back and seeing where you guys were at, and we were off doing other stuff. So I mean, I got it on video. So
I did like X-Men. I thought X-Men was
fun.
X-Men was fun. I thought it was challenging. It looked great. I think they got a winner. I think they got a winner there.
Good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'll try and win that on the Project Pinball when it comes up again.
Yes, do it.
So I had the same experience with that tank game, that tank one.
Oh,
Galactic Tank Force.
Yes.
So when we played it first, it was like too loud or too noisy, so you couldn't really figure out what you're going to do. And I didn't really like that tank in the middle. But then when I played it the next day, I went into where they had it closed off and you could actually hear it.
Mhm.
It made more sense because you could hear them tell you what to do. But that 3D effect they had on that back glass, oh my gosh, I was about to have a seizure just looking at that because they did something. It was just too much. I was like, wow, I don't want that. I would take that right off if I had this.
For those listening at home, what Jay's describing is a lenticular.
Yep.
or like a hologram per se. Like you get a Hobby Lobby. They have them, right? They do go back and forth.
Joel with the big words.
It was a lenticular.
A lenticular.
They've been around for like 3 or 4 decades.
Never heard it referred to as a lenticular, but there we go.
The guy that's like VR and everything was about to throw up.
It was bad. It was lenticular. Am I lying? Was it overkill?
Well, what you were describing to him was like something magical, you know, like it
was too much, man. I'm like,
what the heck is this? Oh, it's 3D. It's coming at. Whoa,
no, it was like nauseating. It was nauseating. I was like, oh, what the heck? It's like they did it wrong or something.
Yeah, that table I never really liked.
I was just trying to, help people understand. I thought you were overselling it a little bit. Like, I think in their mind they were starting to think, well, what is this newfound technology that, like 3D, it's coming at you.
I know it wasn't.
I wanted to go up and scratch it.
It wasn't done well.
I wanted to go up and scratch and see if it made that noise. That they always do.
Hey, Todd. Todd, when you got lost, we were talking about the stuff we bought. I know Todd was always every time you turn around. Todd was.
He had a sack.
He had a sack. 2 or 5.
Todd was on a mission like the last day to buy everything.
There he is.
Yeah, I was trying really hard to get everything in. I even know that PD7 came up to me and said, "What's the big thing that you bought?" And I'm like, I kept buying little things because I flew in instead of driving. So that's the other part of going to Cleveland is I'm probably going to buy tons of stuff in Cleveland
and drive
because I'm most likely going to drive. So
it's an easy drive.
Yep.
For you guys,
you got to save room for your carpet, Cade.
Yeah. Well, are you going to ship that to me, or are you gonna wait for Cleveland? Because it's like
we're gonna have to figure out how to ship it, but we're gonna have to crate it real good, given the stuff I've seen.
We're gonna crate it.
We're gonna crate it.
Well, you've got plenty of padding on the sides already.
Yeah, it's got plenty.
Wrap that bad boy in bubble wrap.
Destroyed countercade risers and stands and things like that from UPS. It's amazing what those guys can do. I think they think that I just have a plethora of fragile, handle with care stickers that I don't have anything I know what to do with.
Fragile.
Oh man, we gotta figure out a way.
Yeah.
So can I ask everyone a question?
Shoot.
Sure.
So we got everything that we inspired us, or things that we bought that we wanted. Was there anything there at the expo that you wanted to buy but didn't, and now you're like, I wish I would have got that.
Black Knight 2000.
Don't send it to Jay first. Todd will never see it. Yeah,
That's right.
true.
that's right.
Wait,
That'll be
Well,
in the background.
just
we
come
could-
back and get it. He lives right by me.
Well, that's the thing. It's like maybe I could get Joel to give it to Jay, and then Jay somehow can get it to Galaga guy.
Yeah, he'll be the
and
closest.
then I'll figure out a way to get
Ohio.
to
We'll never get out of Ohio.
That's right. Get stuck in Ohio.
right.
I know.
I could have at least sent it home with Galaga Guy or 19K Fox, and it would have been like
a little closer to
a
me.
third
Yeah.
of the way
Yeah.
to you, maybe.
Yeah.
And Galaga could give it to Brian. Are you closer to Galaga guy or is
No.
I'm closer. I'm closer to Stock Jock than I am Todd.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
so
Ohio sucks.
But I ordered my buttons. I ordered my gold leaf buttons from Glenn, and they are stuck in Ohio right now.
Really?
Always in Ohio. So
Always
we were
in
talking
Ohio.
about going to Cleveland next year, right? And so after me and Finn were talking up Chicago so much, she's like, "I'm going next year. I'm going." She's like, she's set. She said she's going. She's gonna get her.
So she's going to go to Chicago, and you're going to go to Cleveland.
No, she's going where we're going, right? So,
Okay.
And I said, we're talking about going to Cleveland. Know what the first thing she says? Ohio? There's nothing to do in Ohio. And I go, I love you, babe. She's the first thing. I didn't even prompt her. She said, Ohio? The only thing they have is Cedar Point.
Oh man.
I said,
Cleveland
yeah,
was
it
a
sounds
good
like we're
time.
going to Ohio.
Cleveland was dope. I had a good time there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was well balanced. Like it had a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just 100% pinball. It had like everything from a console to arcade to pinball as well. Like I think it was the most balanced of the
Yeah.
between the two.
And honestly, traffic wasn't bad. I was able to go to the zoo in Cleveland.
Well, if there's a zoo,
day,
then my
make
wife
a,
would be all
make a
over
day of
that.
that. The Cleveland Zoo is nice.
Yeah, my wife will be
Yeah.
all over that.
I think
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean,
Yeah, we did. That was fantastic.
I know as
How's
far as
that?
like the actual event, went, I think my wife and kids probably enjoyed being at Cleveland more,
Yeah.
just because they had more to do for the kids. They had a kid zone and a moon bounce, a ball pit, and
Yep.
a bunch of activities and games
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
the nice thing about where we were at in Chicago, though, was that we weren't. It wasn't the expo in Cleveland is like there's not much around it in that
No,
general
no.
area. So
Where'd my boy Matt
Stringer
go?
Fields in the
we could
house.
go,
Boy, Matt.
2 miles down the road and be at the mall and an arcade and stuff. So there was plenty to do outside the event.
plenty of good food. Plenty of
Yeah.
good food.
So this was my first time being like to this pinball thing. Was the Cleveland bigger? Because this seemed kind of small for a 40-year event that
I
they've
think
been doing forever.
I think this was probably bigger than Cleveland, to be honest.
I would say
Cleveland
it's
had a hell of
bigger.
a lot more open space because
The thing
it didn't
also
fill up the
that-
entire building.
As far as booths and vendors
Yeah.
and things like that, Chicago was
Cleveland.
bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, remember there
Yes,
was New Wave Toys was in Cleveland, and At Games
At
was
Games
in
was there.
Cleveland, and there was more
Arcade One Up was not.
yeah, Arcade.
I don't think they're
One
going to
Up
be
was
at
not.
anything. So I would just
There was a crap load of consoles.
that would be all. There was consoles at Pinball too. Though,
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole-
But
Yeah.
not
Wow,
as many
no,
as
no,
in
in
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland
Not like
had
there is in
rows
Cleveland.
And rows
Cleveland looked like a
and rows.
damn high school lunchroom, like with
Yeah.
all
Oh, that would be fun.
rows of tables
And-
and TVs.
Yep, candy cabs as well. Like
Yeah,
way more arcades too. Like there was, tons and tons of arcades, and they had pinball there
You'd rather
too,
like that.
real and at games.
yeah,
They had all
Yeah.
those battle pods.
yeah, that was
Oh, the
fantastic.
battle
yeah.
pods,
That's right.
Battle Pods was cool. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
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 forgot about
they had
those.
some unique booths. I seen that, and it seemed like more YouTubers are there.
Should
Yeah.
try to get Mr. SeaWorld to come.
Yeah,
to
they
us.
were definitely YouTube rich at Cleveland.
Which
No, I
is
meant like they had them there
Yeah,
like
yeah.
correct.
specifically to be there. And
Yeah,
have-
I wish we were, maybe maybe one day, but
We got to get to 500 subs first.
We got to get to 400 subs.
You
400
gotta help
subs.
us
Come
that
on.
first.
I think me and half a dozen need to get a booth, and we'll do the Yo Retro podcast live.
There you go.
There you go.
on
But you
location.
could
And me and
also-
Sheldon will do our open
It'd be like
fridge
Tech Buzz.
podcast.
But
we'll
you know, we
rotate
could.
them all.
Michael
We'll have to
B
kick
had a
Tech
booth,
Buzz
so if
out.
Michael B has one, maybe we could just steal.
Yeah, Michael B
booth.
has a booth and he doesn't stay in.
Yeah, he was all walking around.
Yeah, that was cool too. You know, at Medieval Times they announced that AA was at the show. Smart.
Did they?
Yeah,
They did?
that was
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
thanks
That
to
was Daryl.
Stock Jock. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know
sure that-
about that because it was his it was Finner's birthday and stuff, and I was like, I didn't know they're gonna do birthdays and stuff. That'd have been cool, but
Yep.
that was cool. That
I
they,
royally decree.
Yep.
Yes.
that was another Medieval
Arcades
Times. was
Anonymous group is here. It was pretty cool.
amazing. Did we get that on? Anybody videotape that?
Maybe Kevin.
I know
did.
it's happening.
Somebody had
Maybe
their phone
Kevin
out the
did, but I
entire
don't
time.
think. Yeah, we were
Yep.
all.
I didn't know we could
having a good time.
record for like half of it, and then I look over. P Dubs is over there.
Yeah,
Not
doing
Oh,
his
yeah,
thing.
they were out of control. That whole back corner. Was out of
They were all-
control.
Yep. He recorded
Yeah,
a few
I
of the
swear
fights.
I was told you weren't allowed to take pictures or record inside because it was like a private, like they didn't want that
Yeah.
like leaked out.
Oops.
So I didn't record
No.
anything because I was like, oh, you can't do none of that. And
I
then
was taking
afterward, I see
pictures.
all this stuff.
They just didn't want
so-
flash photography. Basically, it's scared.
Yeah,
the horse
there
out
was
of
people that were
everything.
flashing that they were shutting down. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
When we left, by the way, and I know Gallagher guy, you got one of those things, the horn of whatever was in the big
Oh,
horn. it
yeah.
had. The
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I decided I didn't want to take it back, so we kind of strategically placed it in the hotel room to see how long we'll maybe stay in there.
Oh,
Yeah, he
really?
Yeah, he left it on his head.
Hey, Stringer, you can put a $2 super chat on my channel, man. Today's my birthday, so do that. For me.
There you go. Get rid of these two.
Yeah.
have a great
One
night.
thing that did happen though, I know. Have you told them about your score finner on the what is it called? Radar? What is
Reactor.
it called?
Yeah.
Reactor, man.
Reactor.
Yeah, I heard he's got a score that's pretty far up there on Twin Galaxies.
Well, we gotta legally do it, but he's already third place on the MAME. We checked Twin Galaxies, and he's already third place on where you'd be at on MAME.
Cool.
Wow. Cool.
Third
Yeah.
place, man.
All right, real quick. I know we're getting in the hour and 33 minutes.
Mhm.
Oh, Todd's getting antsy here. So.
We're
Yeah,
getting antsy. We're getting.
How are you, Lord Pancakes? Did you even finish the pancakes?
Yes, yes, I did.
finished the pancake.
He finished the pancakes. Joel finished the pancakes. Did
But
you?
He didn't have the s'mores pancakes. He had normal pancakes.
Oh,
He
I
had
had
normal
pancakes every
Normal
night
pancakes.
or every day.
Sick because of it.
Well,
Perfect pancakes.
and Joel was like,
no,
I want more.
I was
Yeah.
looking at Matt's plate. I was thinking, I'm going to finish those up.
He was looking at my.
I would
plate,
say
too. He
Joel
was
had
just
the
like, "You
clean
gonna
plate
finish
club. I
He
mean,
did.
there wasn't a thing on that plate.
Yes.
yep.
I don't like wasting food.
I guess
Yep.
not.
There you go.
Mhm.
But anyway, real quick, we had it on the thumbnail, so we got to talk about it real quick because it's only fair that we have it on there.
There it is. There it is,
No,
guys.
no, I don't want to talk about that. Right now. Put that away.
There it is.
A couple games that came out. The one that we got to saw last week was Mario Party Jamboree. I think there's only one person in this panel that has one. Who is that guy? Gallagher guy. 88.
Gallagher
So-
guy buys everything.
Well, I'm gonna buy it too. I haven't had a chance to yet. So, any review you want to give real quick, Gallagher guy? Or
I
have
haven't
you
played
even?
it yet, but
Oh,
the
come
box
on.
looks great.
He's been playing 4K pinball.
I bought
did
it.
give
I
a
bought it.
9.
Yeah, I bought it so we could all play back at the house, but we were all having so much fun and like whatever, and so we just never ended up playing it. But I went out to GameStop one day just to buy it because we were like, oh, we could all play it together, it'd be so much fun. And then we
Yes, sir.
just were so busy and it's never happened. So I haven't even opened it yet.
We had so much fun.
You
playing
know,
pinball. That
You had one thing to do, Gallagher guy. One thing to do.
Yeah.
swear.
I-
Anyway, so
Yep,
we
there you
had
go.
turtles waiting for us, Galaga guy. We had turtles waiting for us when we got here. And
Yeah.
we,
Look at this.
Jojo and I still haven't played that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
next
Well,
time, do your
done.
homework, Galaga guy. Come on.
Well, IGN gave it a 9 and said it's the best Mario Party ever made.
That's
Really?
crazy.
So, are you guys gonna buy it? Is
Yeah.
anybody on the? I'm gonna buy it. I'm
Yeah,
hoping we
eventually
can do
gonna
a
have it.
Mario Party night at some point.
Yeah,
I think it was like $52 at Costco when we were there. So if you
Yeah.
want to save a little bit of money,
Yeah.
go to Costco.
Dang it, we should have bought some at Costco.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
should've
I
bought
don't
some
think
while
I
we
got
were
any
there.
intentions on buying it.
Anyway.
No.
But the hot dogs weren't there. Dang it.
All right, now real quick, the super pockets. Everybody has been getting those in. Now you can show it, Jay. There you go, buddy. There you go.
Here's a super pocket.
So super pockets have been shipping out. There's Atari, and then of course the wood grain one, but you had to get a special limited edition for that. So yeah. So
I got a treat for y'all.
you got a treat. What's the treat?
Oh man, where's the? Hold on, I can't look at the private chat. It's not here.
Our
There
good
it is.
friend
I found it.
Jason did get the wood grain, and I am jelly because he got it. So,
Ooh.
Ooh.
what is that? What is that?
Yeah, look at the private chat.
$48 for
Awkward silence.
Super Mario
as,
Party.
As we look at the thing and ramble on, and of course mine's taking forever to load, so I probably won't get to see it till after the thing.
So
That's
it's
okay.
40
Whoever can post it on the screen, so
So-
everybody can see
So it's $48 where?
on Woot,
On
All
Woot.com.
right.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh.
There you go,
which is pretty much
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yep.
Amazon. All right,
Nice.
There you go.
There you go.
there you
let
go,
me
Galaga
post the whole
guy.
link. Yeah, I already
All right.
bought it, so
You got ripped off.
Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't checked out the super pockets,
I don't think $13 is ripped off, but you know, it is different.
Yeah, you,
there you go.
You keep getting ripped off.
you pay to get
Amazon-
it now
what is
instead
it?
of having to wait for a couple days. So yes, that's fine. $13. is good.
Amazon what?
Yes.
What is it?
Woot.
It's Woot.com. You should check
Oh.
Woot.com out like frequently.
It's an Amazon owned company.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
this came from Woot, right? They
Really?
Those stools and
Oh,
stuff
really?
for $30.
Yeah, they were selling arcade one ups cheap
Wow.
on there too.
Yeah.
Interesting. All righty. You learn something new every day. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk real quick about the super pockets. People are starting to get them, different colors, different varieties. I thought that was kind of interesting, and was hoping to fill in some time with that, but apparently we have other things to talk about, right? So
I don't know. We had this huge event we went to, and we actually all got to meet each other. So
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's still selling the old
Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter
two.
caps.
I
Really?
think they're $2.99, I believe. So most of their cabinets say that, and then Mortal Kombat cab for $2.99 with a
Interesting.
riser.
Alrighty. All right. Well, we have been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. At least some of us have. So,
Whoops.
what?
Matt is right. Those are the two. Okay. Cool. All right. So, anyway, let's wrap up the show. Any final thoughts before we send these nice people home?
Any
I'll-
final thoughts?
Yeah, Finn, what you got, buddy?
Yeah. Speak your mind, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Hold
I
on.
just cracked my back and I was just asked the question.
Final thoughts. What did you
About
Pod is a pod. No, I'm not.
No, the event and just everything.
it was fun.
You're close.
This one.
It was nice to meet everyone.
Yeah.
And playing
Yeah,
reactor.
Yeah, playing Reactor was pretty fun.
Found a new game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found a new game.
I have a very big
And he's
high
addicted
score.
to Tempest Town now too. So
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
who's your favorite person out of the whole AA?
I ain't gonna do that.
Who bought your
Oh.
pancakes?
So I told you I raised him right. Yeah, how's your pancakes? What was your favorite food? Your favorite food there eating? Favorite food? You had pizza. You had the
Hot dogs.
chicken. What was that chicken place we went to?
Tacos.
They were all.
You didn't get to try the Korean chicken though. That's
No,
the
no.
unfortunate.
The
thing.
Korean chicken was amazing.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Korean
go back
chicken, you
sometime.
probably would have.
We'll have to go
very
back.
happy with.
Now we have to go back. All right, let's go back next week, guys. Let's do it.
All the food there was pretty on point.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes,
Um,
agreed.
that deep dish was something special, man.
Yeah,
It really was.
Ah!
I don't know how you couldn't eat it without silverware.
Yeah, I don't know. It was almost like lasagna.
Yeah.
I
It was
did
amazing.
I do want to say Chicago pizza is now my favorite pizza, though.
Awesome.
It was great, man. Was it good? And you could order that stuff and they'll send it to you.
Yeah,
They'll send it to you like
that restaurant that we went to. There.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So- so
Giordano's.
frozen, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Comes
I
to
was
you
looking it
frozen,
up
ready
this
to go.
morning how to order Chicago pizza.
If you've
Instead,
never
I
seen a
just
party
went
pooper bit on, you owe it to yourself to watch it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. So
I'll-
just go ahead, Daryl.
Well, I was going to say this, and that is what's really cool about all this is that, what was it, a year and a half ago, Arcades Anonymous, or maybe 2 years ago, was started, and all these guys here and all these people down in Chatland and all that stuff, we would have never met each other if it wasn't for this show.
Yep.
And what was special about all this was last year getting to go, and I didn't, just watch you guys, and I would go, and I went to Cleveland and met you guys in person, and I feel like you guys are like really good friends now, like really good friends.
Yeah.
And that's what the coolest thing is about all this is meeting everybody and just hanging out and having a good time and doing something we all like doing, which is playing these stupid games,
Stupid.
And, Okay. Tempest
Now it
isn't
sounds
stupid,
like- now you
and
sound like my
Robotron's
wife.
not stupid. Yes, I know. My wife keeps saying, "Oh, you going to hang out with your 14-year-old friends?" That's what she says all the time.
Yeah,
I'm like, no,
exactly.
My
Most of them
wife
are
was
40.
getting jealous when we
Yeah.
got back. She goes, I feel like I'm not your first love anymore.
That's
I'm
funny because I
out
told that.
texting you guys like crazy. and she's
I
like,
told that to my wife. I go, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to be on this show it's a pretty big show on Friday night," and she goes like, "Well, you wouldn't even have asked me to go on a date night." And I'm like, "Well, no, this show's pretty big. I mean,
this is a big deal, guys. This is a super
deal.
game reviews.
I mean,
So,
you've heard of P-dubs, right?
yeah, you've heard of
Yeah.
yeah.
He sleeps everywhere.
So, anyway,
I'll still never forget that guy walking up to me and goes, "Are you P-dubs?"
no,
No.
I wish it was.
I'm the guy from Limp Bizkit, though.
I'm Fred Durst.
Yes.
I've let myself go.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. We did keep him out late
Yes,
that
we
night
did.
that he hung out with us on stream.
Oh
So,
yeah.
It was hilarious looking outside the door, the glass
all-
door, after he left, and he was out there walking and talking like. waving
Yeah,
at
he
the
was-
camera
He
and stuff.
he never stopped.
I
So
was laughing my ass
I don't
off,
think he
sorry.
played any pinball. I
I
don't
don't
think he
know.
played
I
pinball
didn't see
when
him
he was
play.
there.
I don't think
No.
he did either.
We go, did he play anything? Because he was always filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always grinding, which is why he's where he's at, right?
Yeah,
He's-
yeah.
Yep.
he
That's right.
I definitely enjoyed the three that he did with everybody. That was actually just watching that was really cool.
Yep. Yep.
So besides that, real fast. So next year, wherever we agree to go, like the more the merrier. We're gonna put that we're all
Yes.
family, we're all a brotherhood. What are you gonna
Yeah,
call? it?
yeah.
So like,
Yes.
the more people we can shake and hug and insert whatever next year, it would be amazing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
some of the viewers we got to meet, I forget
Quarter deck.
Quarter deck was
I didn't get to
there.
meet him. I was really sad I missed
Oh,
him.
I was so
And then-
blessed to meet him, dude. He's
Yeah.
What
He
was
was
walked up to
awesome,
me.
dude.
So
Awesome.
cool.
Nice guy.
He was really nice.
Did we get to meet
Virtual
Ezekiel?
Ranger.
Yeah,
The-
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, he was
Yeah.
cool, man.
Ranger.
He's such a nice dude.
And Kevin, of course, right? He's
Kevin, yeah,
Kevin.
he was really nice. I mean, everybody that came in, even in the Illuminati, they were really cool. Those guys
They were
were.
all cool. They were all cool.
we got to
were
meet
all-
Danny.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
He was
Yes, we
actually
did.
he was way calmer than what I thought he would be. I was like, oh, you're like just
I don't know.
standing
The
here.
ad games got they already know who
Did
Danny
we meet
is.
Angelo? I don't remember.
Tell
if
your
we met-
Danny story real quick.
Oh.
go. Tell your
So
Danny story real quick.
they had ad games every like 2 or 3 times a day. They have these giveaways. So of course, everyone's putting in their stuff for these giveaways. So I'm up there, and it's at 4:00 over there drawing it, and I was just there, and so she's like, she pulls out this ticket, and she kind of looks at it, and she's like, "Yeah, this is for Danny," and I'm like, "Danny?" I'm like, "I know a Danny," and she goes, "Oh
Danny,
yeah,
dude.
it's a Danny you know." And he wasn't there, so since he wasn't there, they moved on. So he lost
They
out on
moved
the
on
prize.
to the next one. Yeah.
Which is stupid, and that's what James said. Everything. That's why you put your contact information in there so they can contact you.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
because they didn't say you had to be there, and then they pulled that. So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I swear MG was there. We just didn't know. He was.
I met him. I knew. I seen him there.
He
I knew
came
he's-
there. Yeah.
That guy lurking and just like,
Yeah.
shut up, Jay. I just kept hearing that in the back of my
Yeah.
head.
Shut up, Jay.
No.
Wasn't
we
he one of the
didn't see him.
sales guys at for Dutch Pinball? Wasn't he one of the sales guys there?
He might have been.
He might have been.
Might have accidentally been.
He was
I mean, the guy did say I suck, so it should have been him.
He won the cosplay because he was invisible.
I was trying to play Alice in Wonderland pinball, and I couldn't hit the sinkhole, and he goes, "Yeah, you'll suck."
You'll suck. In that Dutch accent too.
Yeah.
It's not
Great.
Oh man. Well, thank you for watching, guys. We've been going for an hour and 47 minutes. Let's
Yes,
wrap
sir.
this
Mhm.
one up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you hang out with us this whole time, you rock. We appreciate you. Hope you liked our recap of the Pinball Expo. If you're watching on replay, hit that like, hit that sub. If you aren't a sub member, we are so close to 500. We really want to get to 500 so we could do some cool things. So please help us get to that. If you know anybody that's not part of our group, let them know who we are. We'd love for them to join us, and of course the Discord as well. So anything I missed, anything I forgot?
A
No,
lot,
All
but
right.
we'll keep going. We got a show next week.
Thanks, Jay. I appreciate you. All right, guys.
Oh,
well, yes,
The
Contest.
Once Upon a Time in Halloween
yes,
competition.
contest.
play.
Play.
A week left. Winner first prize gets a GI Joe riser of your choice.
Yeah.
Includes
So go
shipping.
to
Includes shipping.
Includes shipping. You don't
yeah,
pay.
Wow.
there you go. What cool stuff could you do besides super chats? I don't know. We've been talking a little bit behind the scenes of stuff we could
You could do
so-
the emojis and stuff and
yeah
memberships.
emojis, but obviously we wanna-
Memberships.
memberships and we've talked about a lot of things we want to do. So
And giveaway.
We could do an after show.
Yeah.
we talked about that. We
For
also
members.
talked-
Yeah.
But if we do if we get to 500, I definitely want to do a giveaway show. Come up with some stuff. So hopefully we'll.
My AA meeting.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub to us. Let all your friends know who we are. We're here every Wednesday night. Yep, merch. We already do kind of merch anyway, don't we? We got to
Yeah.
figure out a better vendor, but that's beside the point. So I'm happy to contribute something or 3 when we hit 500. So
Absolutely.
thank
We'll
you,
have some
Jason.
big giveaways. Big
We'll-
big giveaways.
We'll
Oh, yeah,
we'll
all
come
of
up
us will
with some,
contribute something for sure.
absolute. So help us get to
the
that
community
500.
is the best.
Yep, absolute. Well, we love you guys. Have a great night, and we will see y'all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye, everybody.
If I can hit the button. Ever find the button, right? Here we go. Let's try this. Of course, it never works. It never works when I want it to work.
That was good.
Never works. Never does it. Peace. And we're still live because it just continues. Never ends. And it won't
still
go
live.
off. It won't go off.
Here, you want me to do it for you?
Yeah, Jay, do it. Come on, man.